Sport utility vehicles, SUVs, they've been around for a long time, but early on, they were kind of more utilitarian for young outdoorsy types, hunters, fishermen, not really family mainstream vehicles. But in the early 90s, that all changed with the Ford Explorer, and the rest is history. Ford introducing the Ford Explorer SUV, an SUV that didn't just feel like a pickup truck with a canopy in the back like the Bronco. It was a real deal, refined, handsomely styled vehicle that was at home, in the city, the country, suburban moms at the grocery store. They brought SUVs mainstream, and the rest is history. Now more people than ever in the US market are buying SUVs, like the Escape, the Bronco Sport, just to name a few. The first Explorer shared a lot of mechanical components, the frame, engine, transmission, with the Ford Ranger. But there's been a diversion. The Ranger is still a body and frame truck-based pickup truck, but the Explorer has evolved. Ford has further refined the Explorer to better suit what it was designed for. Not for going off-road, not for towing heavy loads. We have the Bronco and the Expedition for that. The Ford Explorer is a sweet spot these days. It's a mid-size crossover with third row seating, perfect for a growing family. Great alternative for a minivan. In fact, a lot of families that would have bought minivans in the 90s, today they're buying stuff like this Ford Explorer. Gone is that truck-based body and frame construction, and now it's built a lot more like a car, like its brethren, the Escape and the Bronco Sport. They're not built on truck-based body and frame architecture. They're actually built a lot more like a car, with lighter unibody architecture, giving it more car-like driving dynamics, better handling, better fuel efficiency, but they are still capable of doing some light off-roading. But if you want to do the rock crawling and stuff like that, that's better for the regular truck-based Bronco, which is basically is Ford's version of the Jeep Wrangler. So today we're going to talk about this 2023 Ford Explorer XLT. Let's dive in. The original Explorer came with a V6 and then later on a V8, but now we have either a V6 or more popular choice is a 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine. But don't let the 4-cylinder fool you. The first Explorer had I think it was a 3.8 liter V6 that made like 160, 170 horsepower. This turbocharged 4-cylinder engine makes 300 horsepower. A lot more powerful and a lot more fuel efficient. No 4-speed automatic transmission of electronic overdrive like the original Explorer. This has a 10-speed automatic transmission, but it is still built on a rear-wheel drive-based platform to give it more sporty handling and driving dynamics. That differentiates it from a lot of other mid-sized crossover SUVs like the Honda Pilot, the Toyota Highlander. They're all built on front-wheel drive platforms. The Explorer is built on a rear-wheel drive platform, so you have the engine, the transmission, a big drive shaft going to the rear wheels. Obviously, you can still get with full-wheel drive, but this rear-wheel drive-based platform with the primary drive wheels being the real car-like sporty driving dynamics. A lot of fun. Don't take my word for it. Read some automotive reviews of the Explorer, and the automotive press absolutely love this new platform that first arrived in the 2020 model year when the Explorer's redesigned power rear liftgate. We have third row seating back here. We have this nice cargo area protector, so when the third row seats are flat, this kind of protects everything, the carpeted portion. It's got a lip around it, so if stuff still spills out, it'll be contained in the cargo mat. Great versatile vehicle for growing families. We can sit 3 across here. Nice spacious interior of synthetic leather and contrast stitching. The third row seats aren't too bad as far as space goes either. But the best seat in the house, obviously, is the front all-season mats. Nice adjustable power seats, very comfortable. We have a rotary dial to operate the 10-speed automatic transmission, very simple. That's your electronic parking brake. This is your drive mode selector, so you just twist this dial around, and that will give you different drive modes. So that'll make changes to the transmission shift points, throttle sensitivity, steering, traction stability control settings. So you got you got tow haul, we got sport, we have eco, normal, we have slippery, we have trail, and obviously you're not gonna go rock crawling in this thing like a regular Bronco or a Bronco with a Sasquatch package, but light off-roading, 4 service roads, rutted dirt gravel roads, no issue at all for this Explorer. Heated seats, heated steering wheel, dual zone auto climate control, great infotainment system. This should have a Microsoft Sync 3, great infotainment system, rear parking camera. Thanks for taking the time today to watch this video. My name is Joe, Scarff, Ford and Isuzu, in business since 1922. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and we'll see you next time.